Okay, it's the 15th of January 2024. My name's Justine Moore and I'm 24. Sad times. Started the year living in Bristol with my own 1-bed flat, which was really nice. Not my own, obviously I shared it with Jack. Me and Jack split in June. Technically we moved out in June and came back and I've been living in my mum's house, which is alright. And I had a good summer, like seeing lots of friends, which was really nice. I've like went to lots of sort of events and stuff like that, and yeah, got back, and now I'm back in Nottingham doing a lot more like just back to being around other actors and doing all the things that I used to do, and realising how much stuff I do. When I was in Bristol, like it was a lot more slower paced, and I didn't really it was nice to have a slow pace. Like I had that year in Bristol, or just under a year, and before that living with Lydia and Sarah, where I just had a lot more time, and like that was nice to sort of reset, like, right, okay, how do I want to structure my days? And now I've been able to do that. Now I can put the things back in where I'm like really, really busy, and I know how I want my life to look, like in regards to like exercise, and that being like a conscious thing, or just like a part of my routine now, rather than like a conscious choice and things like that. So yeah, a slower year, I suppose, at the start, and less going on, but still doing stuff, but yeah, busier second half, a lot busier. Of my 2023. Okay, I think I kind of thought about this, but I don't know whether this is the, yeah, I suppose this is the right question to answer this with. I think, because the moment the one time I felt like just that little pocket of like just joy, and it wasn't like, I wasn't really conscious of it, but I was just like, just very, very, very happy in like one, like sort of an hour, was when I saw Arctic Monkeys for the first time ever, and that was like, you know, something I wanted to do when I was like 15, and never happened, and then just sort of moved on. You know, I'm not obsessed with them anymore, but the fact that I saw them, I was so ecstatic, and I was sat on the you know, I was on the bits at the side, so I'm waving around my tissue. I was sat at the bits at the side, but like everyone was sat down. I was on my feet and I was screaming the words, because I know every word, screaming the words and like dancing. And I probably pissed off a lot of people behind me, but I was so happy. I couldn't. My sister was there as well. She was sat down, like, she videoed me every now and then looking like an idiot dancing, but it was just so good. And then I saw them a second time as well. And when I saw them a second time, a week later, or less than a week later, in London, I went in the standing bit, and I managed to get there. I didn't think I got there that early, but I got there early enough that I managed to get a wristband to go in like the very, very front standing bit where you can see the features of their face. So that was pretty good. I was by myself for that, but I still danced. Not as much as the first time, but that was probably a highlight, yeah. And seeing my friends so much, but that was the pure moment of joy in that one. Oh, I don't know. Did I achieve anything? I don't know, Steph. Just think of something small. What did I do? Oh, no. I don't feel like I did anything like new.
New.
Oh no, I don't really know. Well, I suppose I like made some moves towards like figuring out my mental state and what's going on there, and like why is it like that. Yeah, I made some big movements towards that, I suppose. Well, it felt big. It's a long process, but it felt big. And I don't really know. What did I achieve? I achieved, like, because the thing is, it felt like a fairly productive year, but like not that I achieved anything like really new. I'm sure there's going to be something. After this, I'm going to be like, oh fucking hell, what's that? But I just achieved like some level of just the continuous slog of figuring out how to do life well. I made some I'm continuing to make progress on that and find the balance between what's right for myself, and which is always confusing, like just balancing, everything, how busy I am, how much exercise I do, all of those, like just fine tuning it all the time. So yeah, that's not a big achievement, but like that's all I can think of right now, I think. Oh gosh. I wish I'd got the summer house. I mean, that's not something that I could have achieved. I wish I got that sooner, because that would have been really good. I suppose I wish I got another acting job. A couple passed me by that I felt like were really right for me, but maybe I was just not ready yet, or maybe they made a mistake. What did I say? I said summer house and acting, and I wish that I had achieved better skills at buying presents for Christmas. Although I did employ a new technique, which I want to carry throughout the whole year, which is writing letters for people, which was really, really nice. And it was like, it hurt my brain because I'm not great at writing stuff, but I'm not good at presents. That also hurts my brain, but also shopping hurts my brain. So like, I'm not good at recalling like, okay, what would this person like? But I want to show my appreciation for people, and I actually felt like that did a better job. So that wasn't the question, but yeah, I wrote letters for people. I'm going to carry that forward. So yeah, no, actually, that's just an achievement, Steph. I want to be better at presents, but I don't know whether that's gonna improve that much. But I found a workaround. Is that a good enough answer?
You managed to squeeze it in there somehow.
I don't know about favourite, but there's like some that I suppose, I don't know, yeah. Favourite feels like it's very defining. It's like that's but who I'm listening to more at the moment is Woody J. Healy and bit more Alabaster de Plume if I'm feeling like I want something a bit jazzy and mellow. And then Feet if I'm wanting something a bit more upbeat. So they're like the three, the go-tos at the moment. And then like anything that I can, I don't want to say this on camera, anything that I can sing along to, because I like a sing song.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. I'm just trying to be stuck up about it. So like I listen to Harry Styles I don't know what the album's called. It's like, it's the music for a sushi restaurant album.
It's Harry's House.
Harry's House. That, I sing along to that. And I sing along to Billie Eilish. I'm not ashamed.
Feels like you are a little bit
I
ashamed.
don't know why. Yeah, no, because I struggle to find like the right music where I'm like, yeah, I want to sing along to this, and I'm not. And I don't. Yeah, like there's like music that I like, and then there's music that I sing along to. And it depends what I'm feeling. So, yeah, I mean they're sort of like go-tos, I suppose, if I want to sing along, is Billie Eilish at the moment. But it's getting a bit repetitive. I need to find something else. Can't sing along for that long, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, in what I feel, can I check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever's at the top.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Well, it says There'd Better Be a Mirror by Arctic Monkeys, because that's off their new album, and I started listening to that when I went to see them. And yeah, I got really into that new album from seeing them. That's the first time that I guess I don't go to. No, I go to gigs a fair amount, but like I you know, there's especially with the new Arctic Monkey stuff, that's very like hit and miss, and you don't really get into it. But then once I saw them live, then I could, you know, then I'm imagining it live, and so it says it's that. There'd Better Be a Mirrorball. Are you sure that's the top one? That's
pretty sure.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with it. It was probably Arctic Monkeys. Subterraneans by Willie J. Healy. I'd say. Oh no, or another one where it talks about a girl. I don't know what it's called. It's one of People and Their Dogs by Willie J. Healy. That's what there's one song by Willie J. Healy that I got started on, and I listened to that a lot, and now I've listened to the whole album. So I'd say it was either that or the Arctic Monkeys, but it's probably Arctic Monkeys. It always is. It's probably been the Arctic Monkeys' most listened for the past 5 years or more. 8, 9 years probably. Yeah. I don't have a memory unless I look at something to trigger memories. I watched Birdman, and that was very good. Yes, you were right. You were right. I'm not good at picking favourites, man.
Or just something that was really good.
I'm just going to end up reading off the list, and that's not fun at all, is it? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I liked Good Omens. Enjoyed that. Although I wouldn't say that was my favourite, but I did really enjoy it. I liked Michael Sheen and David Tennant. They're just good fun, aren't they? There's a good scene where they're like really drunk. I just think they do drunk really well. I want to be able to do drunk really well. And then Birdman. Whiplash was also very good. I found it very interesting. I put off watching that for a while because I didn't want to be stressed by a film. Don't need any more of that, but it was good. And Adaptation, which was also really good.
I've not heard of Adaptation.
Adaptation is, I can't remember what the man's name is, the main one in it. It's good anyway. It's about a man that's like trying to write a film and can't write a film, and then the film that you're watching is the film that he writes.
Spoilers.
I don't know if it is. No, it's not, because the story is interesting in itself, because it's the story of him trying to write a thing. So, yeah, I don't know what my favourite is, Steph. I don't know. But they were good.
And that's good enough.
Thank you. So I've done, I think it's, I don't know whether this is like an influencery thing to do. I'm not sure. I think it probably came from that, but like a mood board for the year. And yeah, it's just more like how I want the year to look. I really want to save some money, but that's all depends. I don't know. I'm not going to stop myself from living to do that, and I'm not going to work myself to the bone. I suppose that that is the New Year's resolution to I want to save, but I need to put training as an actor first. So I'm not gonna have as much. I'm not gonna save as much as I want to, but that needs to happen. Just so I can really focus in on that and like not feel. I'll have more confidence in myself as an actor if I feel like I've put in the work to train. So I want to do that, and I want to. I sort of. I mean, the New Year's resolutions that I want to do are kind of like I'm doing them now, but I want to sustain them. Like I want to sustain a good sleep schedule, which I've got at the moment. It goes out of whack sometimes, and I want to exercise regularly and feel strong. I want to be strong, and I want to. I want to see my friends a lot. I want to see some other countries if money will allow, and I want to train and have fun and watch more films. That's something I've been doing more. I've been watching loads more films. I've been watching more programs, like not just comfort programs, but just and that's been inspiring me, which is then informing me wanting to train harder as an actor, because then I'm like, oh yeah, this is all really good. I actually really like this stuff. I like this business. So that's an answer, isn't it? That says everything. I want to continue to do just have a full life where I feel like I'm doing everything that makes me happy, and I make a mood board and I go, right, if I do all those things, I'm gonna feel like I've got a full life. And so I'm just trying to keep those things up and put in coping strategies where I need them and remember what they are when I actually bloody need them. So I've got lots of lists telling me what I need and when. That's the answer. Oh yes, so okay, to deck out the summer house and make a bed thing / sofa thing out of the headboard from Malvern, and to refinish the dining room table that I brought back from Bristol, because I started it last year and made a silly billy mistake, and I don't want to say this on camera either, but I sanded through the veneer a little bit. Sanded through the veneer, which is like definitely a mistake. Like there's no coming back from that. But I found a guy who is willing to help me fix that and disguise it, because it's a very nice, I'm pretty sure it's G-plan, which makes it even more heartbreaking. I think it's a G-plan table. And I've sanded through the teak veneer. I didn't know it was teak. I should have known. I mean, I didn't know it was veneer. I should have known it was veneer. Didn't. Anyway, I need to fix that, finish it. It's still going to look better than when it started. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to I don't really have long-term plans. I'm kind of just playing it by ear, because it all depends. You never know. Might get an acting job that will like throw things up in the air. So I'm just sort of doing things, keeping going. I'm going to put things in place that even if I don't get an acting job, it's fine, because like my life will be happy, and I'll see new places, and I'll do new experiences, and but the plan at the moment going forward is just stick with what I'm doing, I suppose, and be doing Homegrown, and we're doing a play with them. We're doing Waffly Versatile, and a workshop as well. So I'll be doing that. That'll be keeping me busy, and I'll carry on doing my part-time job, which I enjoy at at Stanton Vale, which is really nice. Do that as much as I can, 2 or 3 days a week, which keeps me in a good routine, keeps me waking up at the right time of day, and also is just like actually a really nice thing to do, because you go there and have a break from your life, a positive break, and then you come back and you carry on with your life again. So that's that. I'm just going as I go, doing those things. We'll see where I'm at the end of this year, and I suppose just keep going, just keep doing what I'm doing and hope that good things come. Yeah. Personal predictions, or like what's going to happen on the globe.
Global scale.
Predictions. Oh, well, I don't like that because I don't really think I know enough information to predict that. Armageddon.
End it there.
And it ends, cuts off there. It happened now. My personal, I don't know. I mean, I started this year so very, very determined that, like, I'll get like a really fulfilling acting job this year. And hopefully that determination and, like, you know, manifestation will mean that it happens, but it won't necessarily, but it's that's I guess we have to predict that for this year. But years are so much shorter than you think, you know, they just pass by. A global prediction is I don't know. I think come next winter, I think I might live somewhere else. Excuse you, by the way. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I think I might live somewhere else. I think that will be my time limit, but we'll see where the summer house might change things. Maybe I'm like really happy having my own little space there, and that's enough for me. But that, and then a prediction: I'm going to. I can only hope things.
Hope away.
Hope away. I want to build on the skills that I start. Like, I've just got so many little different skills that I like to do and that aren't like refined. I'd like to refine them more. And I think I'm sort of venturing on that path because I'm putting more time into doing things that I enjoy rather than the filler things that keep your brain busy so you don't have to think about things. So I think that will happen. I think I'll make some progress. I'm sure I will make progress. I'll probably feel at the end of the year that I haven't made any progress on those skills because you don't notice, but I'm sure I will. I predict that I will do a play because I am going to do a play with Homegrown. And I predict that I will go on holiday because that has to happen. There's got to be one. I don't know where, and it's I'd probably by myself. I predict that I'll at least do one by myself because I'd like to do that regardless of whether anyone would like to come. I'd like to do one with friends as well, but that's not. I can't say that for certain. And yeah, I'll travel and I'll. I can't fucking. I need to stop swearing. Gosh, Justine. So I'll travel and I'll do a play and I had something else in my brain and I've forgotten what it was, but that's it. Yeah, I think that's enough.
That was quite a few.
Okay. Oh. Do you know what? I thought about that and I was like, in my head I was like, I don't see it being much different, and then my heart hurt a little bit. So I don't want that. That's obviously I don't really know. I don't really know. But I'm sure it will be different. I think it will have to be different in order to. I mean, I would like to have made more steps towards. I would really have liked to have made more steps towards buying a house. But that's not really in my hands to an extent. So not that I'll have bought a house, but that I might be looking into doing that and getting a agreement in principle and actually looking at those things properly. And so and on that same vein, like where I'm living, sort of thing. So whether I'm moved out somewhere else and I've got a place, or whether I'm looking, like, because it'll either be okay, I can't move out yet because I need to try and buy a place, or if that's just not an option by the end of the year and it's not going to happen, then it will be living somewhere else, and I don't know where, either Nottingham or London. It's not, I don't know, probably not London, but like, you never know, I might just like happen upon a lot of money, but probably Nottingham. I don't know, because that's quite sad, because I don't want to be in the same place, but because I'll be 25 going on 26. That's fine, that's young. Yeah. Okay, let me think about this. Gosh, so much. I think go outside more, because it'll clear your head. Go outside and look at the sky. And remember that the little problems are so tiny. Well, they feel big, but they're tiny. Like, they are little, and I know that I knew they were little, but they feel so all-encompassing and consuming. And just go outside, breathe the fresh air. I don't know, because it was a tricky time. It was a really tricky time. And I don't know whether I could have really done anything that different. It all worked out in the end, I suppose. And I suppose enjoy Bristol, mate, because you're going to be moving soon. But to try and get more involved in the stuff that was happening in Bristol, because I didn't get into it as much as I would have liked to in the time that I had. It was a short amount of time, but and also, Justine, just get rid of that hefty table, because you're not going to do anything with it, or just do something with it, but don't have it sitting in the kitchen for months. God damn it. And also, well, yeah, that, to be honest, that fucking table. A decade. And I'll be 34, 35. To do the normal ones. So I'm gonna have bought a house. That will have happened one way or another. I'll build a house. If I can't buy one, I'll buy some land. Although I looked into that, land is actually quite expensive, so I'll just buy a house. Find a person, find my person, hopefully. And at the very end of that decade, think about kids. And how many? I don't know, but I'll have at least one, because I want a little human. I think, ask me again in a decade, I might change that. And then what else? To have done some travelling. At least, not at least, to have done some travelling, like proper travelling, like doing a little bit of a trip towards Australia, stopping off along the way. I planned one before, but then COVID happened, so, and now I don't have any money for it, so, but I'll do it at some point. And and to get into property development, but that, I don't like how that sounds, I don't know why, but I want to buy a house, and the first house I get, it's gonna be a doer-upper, and I'm gonna do it up, and I'm gonna get more money for it, but I'm not gonna buy a bigger house after that. I'm still gonna buy a smaller one, then I'm gonna have some money left over. I'm gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna try and build up some money. And that sounds probably so naive. I'm going to look back at that. Oh, jeez. But I want to get into it, and I want to, just get into doing the old property development. I want to renovate houses, but like not where everything's grey. Like I don't want grey no grey floor, no grey carpet. I don't want a grey kitchen. I don't want everything to be. I want to do it. I'm going to do it well, and they're going to be nice. And if I can, I want to let some property out, and it be a fair price. And you know what? By the time I'm 70, I'm going to say 70 because I'm being generous. I'm going to have that many properties in one area that I'm going to completely overhaul all the dickhead landlords that overprice their places, and then undercut them all, and then everyone will have to drop the prices. Gonna change the world. Oh God, I forgot that question. Well, not all the time. But like I have good chunks of time when I am, and they don't necessarily last, but I'm happy in those. Hold on. I'm happy in those times because I'm doing healthy stuff for myself. So yeah, that's why. But I don't always manage. The balance isn't necessarily always right, and I don't manage to sustain it. I give myself too much. I get too busy, and then I burn out. And so relatively happy, I'd say. Yeah, because like for example, like the New Year's that we had. Like I said, that was like the first time that I've had a New Year's where I wasn't anxious about the countdown and anxious about just it in general, and having to think about the past year and having to think about the next year, and that being really stressful. Like it's the first time that I've actually just been relaxed, and that was because I've spent a lot of time just being around friends and being grateful, like writing down, doing the letters, writing to people about how grateful I am to have them, and just being grateful for the people that I've got. It just was like, okay, you know what, yeah, life's all right, because once you start thinking about those things, you write them down, you realise there's so much, and I'm not as anxious about life, and I can be happier because I can see that it's there, and I'm constantly reminding myself of how much there is that's good. So that's I am happier for that reason, and it's relative. So I think there's progress to be made, but relative to how my life's been for the past over a decade, it's going in the right direction. That was very succinct.
Thanks, Justine.